I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel, that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos. Knocking those down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am...
Oh, the cold weather is certainly helping set the stage for what should be a physical primetime contest at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Tonight, we write a finish to Week 12 with a good Monday night matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. This defense for the Jags, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On second down, this is Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Pickett now from the gun here. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. The Steelers at 6-4 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Jags are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
From just shy of midfield, Lawrence. And he's got his big tight end here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there.
With his 17th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Jags take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And it's intercepted.
Picked off by Andre Cisco.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Now Lawrence.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Now Lawrence.
And he's got his man on the out route.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So the line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
Hey, exit.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. They fire this one quickly to Austin. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Pickett. Austin is there and brings in another one. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. But it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Lawrence will throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And some space here. 1:52 to play until halftime. Lawrence. Now they go screen. It's complete. Touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, well, we look at the defense. They came in prepared, had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus the defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
Beckham, the return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10, here's Pickett.
Here's Johnson with a reception.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Pickett finding Harris on back-to-back plays.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, get me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
3rd and 2, Pickett.
He's got it.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
Give him 4 yards there, and that should be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Now Lawrence to throw on second down.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's got room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he is going to lose yardage here. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a letdown defensively because they had them stacked up 3rd and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing 1st and goal, looking to regroup.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Jaguars 24, Steelers nothing. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Pickett now on 1st down.
Johnson's got it complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They hand this off to Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Pickett back to throw.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Steelers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make it 24-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. From the 30 on 2nd down. Lawrence.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very solid gain of 27. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
73 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Let's go.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff looking right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Well, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Pickett. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
That's good for the Pittsburgh Steelers. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett.
Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
Looking to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. Again, it's Johnson. And he is going to have the Steelers first down on a well-designed play there. That gets them 16 to move the chains. Pickett to throw on first down.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll throw again with Pickett.
He'll rifle this one deep right side.
That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers.
A big play there. 43 yards.
And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. And now here's a carry heading left. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's Beckham. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there. When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Looking to throw here, Pickett.
And he rifles one incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Now Pickett.
Forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.